Aussie Mossie. She's a little Aussie Mossie in her Aussie Mossie cosy, and she's looking for a posie on your unprotected skin. When she's finished her inspection, she will give you an injection, and you'll have an itch to show you where the Aussie Mossie's been. There's a great proliferation in the Mossie population. It's a constant irritation to us all, and it's hard to feel affection when she heads in your direction, because the little Aussie Mossie is out to get us all. You can hear her coming, buzzing and a-humming, but she's hard to see, travelling incognito. Here comes the mosquito with her stinger, aimed at me. Your task tonight is to continue what we were doing in class today, and that is finding different elements of the poem that I have just read to you. In your iBook that you created today in class, I would like you to create a new page and take a screenshot of that poem that I just read to you and insert that on the new page. Around the poem, the picture of the poem, I would like you then to highlight some of the different elements that you can find. You don't need to find all of these elements, just some of them. Maybe choose 5 that you would like to focus on. So tell me what the theme of the poem is, what the tone of the poem is, and then pick 3 or 4 other elements to talk about. So here are the elements that we spoke about today. Alliteration, which is the repetition of the beginning consonant sounds in words, for example, the kicking kangaroo. Imagery, which creates a picture in the reader's mind. So is there any imagery within the poem? Metaphor, which is a comparison of 2 different things. So it's when we're comparing 2 things, but we don't use the words like or as. Meter, which is the rhythmic pattern in poetry. It's usually repeated. This one you can leave out if you would prefer. Onomatopoeia, which are sound words like bam, crash, bang. Personification, which is when we give things that are not human the personalities or actions of humans. So the cranky car, for example. Repetition, so sounds or words or phrases or even whole lines in the poem may be repeated. Rhyme, so words that end in the same sound, which is called an end rhyme. Rhyme scheme, so the pattern of the rhymes. The rhythm, you could tell me what kind of rhythm the poem has. You might find some similes in there, which is a comparison of 2 unlike things, so 2 completely opposite things, and they're compared using the words like or as, like as cold as ice. Stanza, or a verse, so how many verses were there in the poem? The theme, so what's the message that the poem is conveying? What's it about? And then the tone, what's the attitude or the mood that the author is creating? These 2 you have to tell me. I'd like everyone to tell me what they think the theme is and what they think the tone is. And then you can choose 3 or 4 of the other ones from here, such as you might choose to do alliteration, imagery, personification, and similes. It's up to you. Happy reading, and good luck finding as many examples of these elements as you can. There's also an added bonus. There is a word within the poem. There's a line that says, there's a great proliferation. I'd like to see if anyone can tell me tomorrow morning what the word proliferation means. Happy defining. Bye, guys.